position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
From the gun on third down. On target over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Nevada's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
You can barely hear yourself thinking in here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Dropping back, it's Pineda. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's up to 51 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. Looking downfield on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Puts it out of the air. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air, it's Pineda. On target. There he goes! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Works the middle of the field. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 7 over ULM. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll try it over the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramsey. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the returner will be brought down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. He now has 74 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They kick it away on 4th down. He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here we go. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
from the gun. They'll try the middle. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Pineda. Snagged in the middle. It's Wormley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's Wormley. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now. You're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Nevada! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll do it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under fire. Looking deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Nevada will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Shakes off the defender. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Looking to throw, it's Pineda. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Connection to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Buckeyes have with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The screen. He's got wheels. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Using his legs, it's Wormley. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Pineda. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Still looking, on the move. Finding an escape route. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. They'll try the run, finding open areas. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quick completion on the out. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Got his man on the right. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They've got the beef on the field. 3 tight end set, 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Pineda. That's caught. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble and throws. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the...
Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They say success rate could be picking up about 4 or so on first down, first and 10. And the quick shuffle pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Red pass, it's complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Ramsey. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over UNLV.
Looking for a crease. It's Worthing.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Pineda. Good timing on the quick out. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 and the 23-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. Turning it on! And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Calls his own number. Creates a little room.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great
great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground. Open space at the 25. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. I think you've got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The clock is really putting the pressure on this offense. Hustling to the line, desperate to get a few more yards. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Pineda. Starting to feel a little pressure. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going.
Makes the grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Wormley. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will find a spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and what a way to start the season! Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.